Sorry about that, guys. But what's up? Welcome to another MLB The Show 26 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and today we're going to be grinding out, not this, but we're going to be wrapping up our progress in the Jackie Robinson Day event program. So if you guys don't recall from yesterday, I actually made some really good progress in this. I mean, honestly, this could literally take me about a game or two to finish it up. Because all I need are 10 total bases and one win in order to finish out this program. You know, why am I grinding for this other than just to have it? That's it. Oh, and the deluxe Jackie Robinson program, because, I mean, it would be good to get some more guys from other teams, you know, from like the Phillies or the Reds, you know, because I don't have I don't have any Reds hitters right now, so having Jonathan India would be good. You know, for team affinity purposes, that's what I'm talking about, team affinity. So, you know, we'll see what happens, but overall, 10 total bases, one win, that's all I need. So that's all I'm going to do. But the other thing I wanted to show as well, if you guys don't recall, or if you guys don't know, unfortunately, Garrett Anderson, who I remember watching when I was growing up, I remember him from my MVP Baseball 2004 days when he was on the Angels. Sadly, he passed away, and all you really need to do to get his card is to get 6 extra base hits. That's all you need to do. Do that, and you get his 91 overall card, and you get 5,000 XP. It's literally simple. And the other thing that is new, we have the new Spotlight program, the April Spotlight Drop 3, where you could get Juan Brito, you could get Gavin Sheets, and you could get Yohan Duran, as well as this pack, which contains Ronnie Mauricio, Jeffrey Springs, Jacob Marcy, Wilson Contreras, and Angel Martinez. So those are your options here. That's what you got to work with. So, but before we get to any of that, we got to play the event program. So, I'm doing all right. Hoopin. How are you? And I know right now the Mets game is going on. It was 6-3 last time I checked. Cubs. 6-3 Cubs. So, no shock there. Doing good. I have to dress up as Blippi because my family thinks I look. Why do you have to? Why do you? Why do you have to dress? I don't understand. Just because they think. Ah, okay. Okay, I got it. If it's for your nephew's birthday, that's fine. I shouldn't have been that much of a jerk. I should have just let him have the stolen base. So, he likes Blippi. Alright, well, that's nice of you to do for your nephew. It's very nice. I'm sure at the end of the day, he'll enjoy it. And that's ultimately what matters. Okay. Yep. 6-3 last time I checked. Might be more right now. I haven't really I didn't really, get an update. Well, I mean, that's just my normal voice, but it's exhausting. And you know what? At this point, there's no way Mendoza gets fired unless Stearns gets fired. Because Stearns made it clear he stands behind Carlos Mendoza. He made that very clear. So, at the end of the day, this is going to have to be on Steve Cohen. He's going to have to fire Stearns, and he's going to have to fire Carlos Mendoza. Because I personally do not see how... I don't see how one goes without the other. I really wish that Stearns would not have been so tone deaf as to stand behind Mendoza. But clearly he is, so... it's frustrating. It's very, very, very frustrating. It's unfortunate because all these people in these powerful positions have an ego. They have an ego, and they feel like if they go back on a decision like firing someone, then somehow that means that they're admitting a mistake, and they shouldn't, and they can't make mistakes. Like, they're not human. It'd be going better if my Mets didn't stink, but they do. Let's see, because I could get the update now. Still 6-3, so, you know. I mean, if Cohen is going to stick it out with Stearns and Mendoza for the rest of the year, then I'm sorry to say it's clear he doesn't care about the Mets. That whole talk about wanting to make the Mets a winning team, being a Mets fan, most of his life, I mean, that to me is BS. It's BS because all he really wanted was his casino across the street from Citi Field. That's all he wanted. And that's fine. But then that means you have to go into the developmental business. Okay? Into property management and everything. You need to do that. Don't go buying a sports team and promising world championships if in reality the closest you're going to get is 2 wins away from the World Series. If you want a casino, you might as well just build the casino. But if that's not what you're or if you were looking to build a baseball team, don't worry about the damn casino and freaking focus on building a good team. Because now, in reality, Juan Soto's probably going to leave. Bo Bichette is definitely leaving. There's no doubt about that. Now, Nimmo and McNeil and Alonso and Diaz, they were probably like, phew, thank God I got away from that. So what does that mean? A run scored? Oh, it's going to rain. Or it's raining. At least I have a hit, so that'll bring me down to 9. Now 8. Maybe not. Yeah, that's 8. Alright, GG's to my opponent, so it brings... It'll be a start. It's not going to be in good shape. No, it's just a start. That's all it is. And I don't think they're winning this game. They might win 1 against Chicago, but that's about all I'm giving them. Well, it sounds like you need to beat up on them. Seven 3. So okay. Good luck to the Hawks, I guess. Cheater, I'm sorry to say, but I don't care about NBA or the playoffs. I that's like, to me, that's one of the 2 sports that I really don't pay attention to. Actually, one of the 3, because the other 2 are hockey and uh, soccer. I only cared. No, I only cared when my Nets were doing good. They haven't done well in a long time. Probably since I was young. They built up super teams that amounted to nothing. Well, quote unquote super teams. So, I don't care. All I can say is good luck. Good luck. Enjoy it. You know, maybe some team may make a crazy run, but I feel like the Oklahoma City Thunder have it at this point. Not really much to watch in terms of my Mets for baseball season, so, you know. And because I ran instead of just throwing straight to home. Well, I'm sorry the Mets are not doing anything to help you or with the Cubs. So, nope. Nope. Your Brewers are going to have to rely on themselves. What, cheater? We're yes. Yes. Dude, that was taken like 2 months ago. That was from my birthday. Retired? I haven't retired from anything. The go-kart thing is for fun. That was a birthday present. Absolutely. Absolutely, Hoopin. Why would I quit racing? When did you think that I quit racing? I never quit racing. Not racing go-karts. I mean, I don't do it competitively. I just do it for fun. That's all that was. Just fun go-kart racing against my brother-in-law. What? I never did any NASCAR training. Are you kidding me? When did I say this? Seriously. No! He named me after a race car driver, yes. But as far as I know, he only wanted me to be a fan. I never did any kind of training. The first time I ever went go-kart racing was when I was 12. If you didn't know, then why are you saying this? Gordon. Jeff Gordon. What? I'm like, I'm so blown away by. I'm so blown away by this that I'm like, I'm speechless. He's only one of the greatest NASCAR drivers of all time, so I would hope that you would know who he is. He's also a cultural icon because he basically defined what it meant to race in NASCAR in the 90s. I mean, his rivalry with Dale Earnhardt rivaled that of Yankees versus Red Sox, Celtics versus Lakers. Jeff has more career wins than he does. Dale only had 76. Jeff has 90, what is it, 3? Jeff has multiple Daytona 500s. He's got 3 Daytona 500s. Dale Earnhardt only won 1. And after Jeff won his first championship, Dale Earnhardt never won another NASCAR Cup Series championship. So, plus Jeff is tied for the most wins in a single season with Richard Petty. I think it's 13. And if we're also going to talk about championships, I mean Jeff could have had 3 more, so he could have been tied with Petty and Earnhardt in terms of championships. But unfortunately, the playoff format took that away from him. But I think it makes up for. I think what makes up for it is the fact that he brought along Jimmy Johnson. He brought Jimmy Johnson into the Cup Series, and Jimmy Johnson. He owned Jimmy Johnson's car. He set up Jimmy Johnson's crew. Like Jeff Gordon is the reason for Jimmy Johnson's success. in NASCAR, I would argue. Therefore, Jeff is credited, in my opinion, he's credited with those 7 championships that Jimmy Johnson has. I mean, Jimmy Johnson is the best NASCAR Cup Series driver of the 2000s and through the 2010s. I would argue. I mean, 7 championships, won 5 straight championships, so won it between 2006 and 2010. Pretty much an icon of this sport. So, and I like Chase Elliott too, Hoopin. I like him too. I hate to say though, Hoopin, I think Alex Bowman is not coming back to Hendrick Motorsports. I hate to say it, but I don't think he's coming back. Unfortunately, this illness and the fact that he hasn't won as many races as he used to, I think he's gone. That's not his fault. He had success at Hendrick Motorsports, but unfortunately, that success was not long term. So. Yeah, SP Chip has been in here a lot, and now that he's off the overnights, he could be in here a lot more. Attaboy Drake Baldwin. As you should be. I'm not very proud of my Mets, though. In fact, I'm ashamed. Join the club. Strike 3, sit down. Yeah, I mean, it just rained for a little bit here where I live, so it's either Arvel Reese or Bailey, one of those guys. Yeah, I heard that there was some severe weather in the Midwest.
Nope. Ball one.
He should be gone, but he's not going to go as long as David Stearns is making the decision. So if Mendoza goes, Stearns has to go too. Oh, golly, man, one strike away. One freaking strike away. God, that is so frustrating. Oh, he goes number one to the Raiders. The Raiders would be foolish to take anyone other than Mendoza. Okay. I feel, I for the amount of basketball that I watch or I hear about, I feel like the team to beat is the Oklahoma City Thunder. He's out.
On the tag. He's out. Safe. Three.
Hmm. Seems like the Phillies and Mets have a lot more in common. Except we suck worse. At least the Phillies haven't been on an 8-game losing streak. That's why I said you should just wait until the next round of missions to get it done. That's what I'm doing.
That's ball two.
And my opponent wins. Alright, GG's to my opponent. Hopefully, at least I got the total bases done. Because I had like 5 hits in that game, so one of them being a home run. Yep. So I got Bismacky, and I got Brito. I should have won, but Joey Weimer with the 2-run shot. It is what it is. I need to play better and not give up home runs like that. My opponent wanted to win. So that's fine. This is online. It's not meant to be easy. Of course, now I see my new opponent has Soto and Lindor. So that's going to be fun. And they're super fractured. Oh, do they? Mm-hmm. Already, we're starting off like that. Wow. I mean, I think we started it off much sooner, right? Or we got an extreme moment in the program early last year. I guess I'm not pitching with Jacob deGrom
Nope.
um, in online anytime soon. Because he's not doing well for me.
He's out. Hey, beat it out.
That's kind of a weird thing to say. I don't know why you would call yourself annoying,
Nope, that's a ball.
but okay. And there we go. There it is. Francisco Lindor. The thing is, I need a win. I don't need I don't need anything else. I just need a win. Hey, Bubbles, how are ya? I did. I just got it for 3.5 hours ago. Hmm. Yeah, it was time for me to get a haircut. Like, my hair was just getting way too long. No, no, I needed the haircut because my hair was too long. Nope. No, they are not. In fact, they had a runner on third in the top of the sixth and couldn't drive him in. So, it's still 7-3.
Ball one. Ball two.
What up, gamer? Oh, wow, I get a base hit. With the one man who's been hitting for me, Chris Bryant. All right. I'm not wasting my time. Okay. Oh, God, you gotta be kidding me. Troy Tulowitzki? 99 Troy? Oh, God. And he's super factored, too. So this is gonna be fun. Alright, it's events. Anything can happen in events. A win. That's all I need is a win. Ah. Circles have always worked for me, gamer.
Ball inside.
It was for a little bit, and now it's back to being sunny. Yeah, I figured that was a tease. Who passed away? No, I know that. Is that who Hoopin is referring to? Oh, all right. Yeah, very tragic. Very sad. Strike three, sit down. I used to watch, or I remember playing with Garrett Anderson in MVP Baseball 2004. He was fun to play with. Emergency accident. Oh, he had a heart attack. Oh, well, I mean, when your time stops, or when your time comes, your time comes. I firmly believe that. I don't believe that we can stop death. I believe that we go home when we go home, and that's that. So, in my opinion, it's more important to live it up in life now than it is to worry about death and trying to live a long life. I think 26 was his first year because I don't remember him in 21. I mean, I could be wrong, but I don't think I am.
That's inside.
I I tried to hold up there. Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
He's safe.
Mm. Gee, you would have thought I would have remembered that, having played MLB The Show 22 before MLB The Show 26 came out. Bobby Doer's swing. Okay.
Ball one.
Oh my god, why? Because I left the sweeper hanging. Golly, man.
Nope. That's inside. Nope. That's inside.
Ugh. Darn it. Come on, Chris Bryant. Strike 3. I get runners in scoring position, and I can't come through. Okay, okay. Then I would spend the weekend trying to get this done. I have to win one eventually. Just that first game, I should have won that one. I should have won it, and the fact that I didn't, the fact that I was one strike away, and I gave up the home run to Joey Weimer, really, really frustrated me.
Foul. That ball's foul.
The deepest part of the yard, he hit it with. My biggest problem is that I'm missing. I know it's because of meter. If you miss even slightly, it might as well be a hanging pitch. You might as well have just missed completely. That's the problem with playing with meter. When you miss badly. Whether that be just a tiny bit or you're completely off the mark.
Nope. That's inside.
The thing is that I've tried I tried pinpoint and it didn't work for me, or I wasn't comfortable with it.
Aye. Nope. That's a ball. That's ball 2.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Uh, hopefully your nephew enjoys you being Blippy. Now 8-3 Chicago. So they scored another run. I have not. I am gonna wait till I'm gonna wait until I get the pack, and then we'll see. But if I don't get them, then yes, I will buy them.
Ball. That's inside.
All right, at least we're going to get a run here.
Ball. That's outside. Ball. Inside.
2 runs.
He beat it. Hey.
You might be hearing my AC. That's what you might be hearing.
Ball. That's in. Inside. Ball 2. That hit him. He's got first.
That was probably the worst thing that I could do, was put Byron Buxton on base.
Hey.
And that is why.
No. Inside. That's out. Ball. That's upstairs. That's a ball. Did he
No, he didn't. Just take the walk. Frick!
Hey.
Meh. I mean, Beltran already got his Mets card. That's a foul ball. Thank God. So, and he'll likely get another one
Ball.
with him going into the Hall of Fame because he's going in as a Met. So,
No, that's down. Hey.
That's even worse! It's one thing to give up the run. At least get the out. Oh my god. I'm so stressed right now trying to get this one godforsaken win. That's all I need.
Ball, that's out.
I am really trying hard. This is why I hate playing online. Cool. Sure, why not? Why not? Do that. Why not? You know, that's just about my freaking luck.
Ball, that's down.
You know what? Screw it. Screw it. Let him. Let him. I'm done. I'm done. This is. I'm getting very frustrated right now.
Ball.
Strike three. Sit down.
Nope. That's inside. That's ball two. That's ball three. Hey.
Honestly, he can have it. Not even gonna waste my time. No, you know what? You know what I need to do? I'm so frustrated that I need to stop and play something else or do some other do some other thing, do moments. Get my mind back at ease. 10-3. Oh my god. Pour it on, Cubs. Pour it on.
He's out.
There we go. There's a base hit. Now I just need to swipe it back. Easy. Angel Martinez. Get 2 hits with it. Okay. Ugh. So that's one. Now if we could just get the second one, that'd be nice. Nope, not going to happen there. Hmm. 60-day IL. Ooh, wow. Okay, that's a pretty big loss for the Astros. Hmm. Hmm. Ugh.
Outside, that's a ball.
There we go. There's the 2 hits that I was looking for. All right, so that moment is done. Pitch 1 inning, but don't give up a run. Strike 3, sit down.
That's inside.
Strike 3, sit down.
Ball! That pitch is out.
Strike 3, sit down. All right, so there's only 12 left, which means I would get the April Spotlight program, or I would get the Drop 3 pack. Well, at least the Mets scored a run. For those that are watching or wondering why I'm doing moments and not the event program, I needed to take a break because I was flustered and needed to reset my mind. So once I'm done with these moments, I'll head back to the event program and try to get that elusive win that I need. It's 1 inning, 1 strikeout, don't give up a run.
Ball.
Strike 3, sit down.
Yeah, what?
Strike 3, sit down. That's the ball. Tally 2 hits, including an extra base hit. Man, what do I do? What do I have to do to get a hit?
Ball. That's inside. Nope. Outside. Outside. That's a ball.
Oh my gosh. Okay, you'll get there. You'll get there. It's just gotta take it one game at a time.
There you go.
Alright, so that's every moment but the extreme moment, which means I should have the drop 3-pack. So hopefully I can get Ronnie Mauricio out of this. Dang it, I got Jacob Marcy. Alright, well, let's try it again. One win is all I need. One freaking win. was just looking at the posts on X, calling for Mendoza to be fired and everything. Oh, nice. Nice. So, have you finished up all the team affinity programs then, or not yet?
Easy.
Okay. Whatever works for you. Ah, can't believe I didn't get a single run. Okay. All right. All right.
Out.
Oh no.
That ball foul.
Thank God. Strike three. Sit down. I, I'm trying. I am really trying here. But I'm not getting anything to go my way. Oh, thank God, it's over. It's over. The Mets lost 12-4. Oh, thank God. What about Bo? Mm. There's no fight. There's no fight in this Mets team. There's none. Because I see why.
That's a ball.
I guess they're saving it. I mean, there's plenty of content right now. I don't think it's really necessary. Plus, we're gonna get the flashback collection next next week. So strike three, sit down. I really don't think there's any rush. And he's out. Of course he is, because I'm going to lose this game. And I rightfully deserve to lose this game. Turkey Stearns was the only one to have a hit for me. That was a Spider-Man red. I don't know what kind of red mine is. Yeah, absolutely he does. In fact, I'm surprised it hasn't happened already. He'll drop like 4 overall. Watch, he'll be in the 86 overall. And Juan Soto is probably going to go down to an 89 or an 88, so at least that'll make the Mets collection much easier to complete. I tried to slide to the side and it didn't work. Well, it should have already happened. You could put whoever you want at short. I would not do Lindor.
Off the plate, ball one.
Maybe we'll get one later on. Oh, so they're only doing it like once a month? All right, well, whenever it happens, it happens. if it's based off of last season, he stunk last season too. The second half of last season, he was terrible. Well, he was terrible in 2023 too. So, unless we're only going as far back as 2024, but even at the beginning of 2024, he was terrible. He only got going in June. All right, well, hopefully it was restful. The Mets lost again, so make it 9 in a row now for them. But that's about all you miss. I'm still struggling to get that one win that I need. I don't blame you. Yeah, let's just get this over with. Because it's clear that I'm not winning.
Nope, that's ball.
Wow. It's happened. All right. Well, GG's to my opponent. Yeah. Well, it'd be nice if I could go up against, you know, if I could go up against somebody who will help me out, but see what I get out of this. Scott Rowland. Okay. I mean, I'm trying my best here. I really am. But no cooperation, no cooperation. I can assure you that I will not be grinding this event program on Monday. Okay? That I need to clear that up right now. That's it's not going to be Monday. I'm not doing this on Monday. What I am doing, I don't know. Maybe back to the multiplayer program. Maybe back to ranked seasons. Maybe try out BR. Not sure. But I will not be doing this event program. See, gamer, the thing is, this is all on me because this could have easily have been avoided if I didn't throw the slider middle in against that one opponent where I was leading 3-1 with one strike to go. I don't do that, and I might have won that game. So at the end of the day, it's all on me. You know, I can buckle down, I can focus, and I can try to get this win, or I can keep doing what I'm doing and not get the win. I mean, it wasn't down the middle. It was. Oh, you're talking about the Blue Jays. I thought you were talking about when he was on the Phillies and gave up. But that wasn't Hoffman. That was Estevez. Who was it? The Phillies reliever in the NLDS. This actually might be my first time going up against the up against Jacob deGrom. All right, Hoopin. I appreciate you sticking around for as long as you did. You have a good weekend, okay? Okay. Okay. All right. Whatever works for you.
Inside ball one.
Unlike the Mets. Nope. Nope. And my best opportunity to score a run was right there, and I blew it. I absolutely blew it.
That ball's foul.
Maybe I am like the Mets.
Bang! That got him. First base.
It's both sad and exciting.
Nope. Ball one.
Nope, they lost 12-4. Yep, 9 in a row.
That's a ball.
While they tried a lineup change, that didn't work. Someone already should have been fired. But David Stearns is not going to fire um, Carlos Mendoza. So if there's any firing, it's only coming from Steve Cohen. And I'm not so sure he's going to fire anyone. Yeah. In fact, plenty of teams have made firings in the first month of the season. In fact, I think the best example of that was the Phillies firing Joe Girardi in the 2022 season in April, and then they turned it around and went to the World Series. They didn't win it, but they turned it around. So I guess the Mets are just going to have to listen to whatever offers they get. Because right now I see Bo getting traded.
Easy.
Yep. They spend so much money and it means nothing. They gave Bo 42 million. They gave I think Weaver got like something ridiculous. Because they have the right people in place. They went after the right people. And they have a system from top to bottom that makes sure that everyone is in sync. So Dodgers get it, but the Mets don't. Yeah, I'm sure there's accountability within the Dodgers that everyone performs up to their best. I mean, if you really think about it, I'm sure someone spoke to Shohei Ohtani after he went 0 for 8 in that series against the Mets. He did not have one single hit against the Mets. So the Mets figured him out. Oh, maybe, but someone's got to hold him accountable. After all, they're paying him. They're going to be paying him a lot of money once his playing days are done. So people need to be held accountable. And I'm sure that the Dodgers hold each other accountable and say, okay, how can we get better? Yeah, definitely. Hey, being on the right team at the right time, that's all that matters. Yay, Turkey Stearns is going to get me a home run. Would have liked that sooner, but too little too late at this point. He's not doing too well for me. If anything, Chris Bryant is actually doing very well for me. He's got the highest average on my team. Who's back? Well, I'm not doing a really good job of being patient. If I was better at being patient, maybe I would have already won the game that I needed. Well, there's Garrett Anderson, so I have that program done. I mean, I have plenty of guys here that could be in here. I need some changes. He's P4. That's the only reason he's in there. Otherwise, I think I'd rather have Trevor Story in there. Because Trevor Story has hit better for me. Well, somewhat. I mean, Hank Thompson has just not been good for me. No, but I do need to make some changes here because these guys are not getting it done, and I do not want to be insane, but if I don't make any changes, it'll be like I could throw in Kyle Tucker. Or maybe not. Wow. Thanks, SDS. This is great. Great, great, great. Well, there was only a half hour left, so I guess I'll just finish up the program off stream and get ready for Monday. So I'm sorry, guys. This is the way it has to end. But thank you, ML, thank you, SDS, because for the third show title in a row, I've been forced to end streams early because of this lineup freezes and everything. I try to make changes and they're like, no, you can't make changes. Can't make it at all. So, okay, fine. Anyway. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. So thank you to everyone who tuned in. Even if it was only for a moment, I greatly appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, please be sure to follow me here on Twitch and or subscribe. Either one would make me a happy person. If you're watching this on YouTube, I thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you like the video and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to know when I go live, you can follow me on X at TTV Next JG Gen 24. It's my gamer tag that's on that. It's just my gamer tag. So go give me a follow. I'll usually post whenever I go live. You can also turn on notifications here on Twitch. That way Twitch sends you an email every time I start the stream. I was really hoping to get the Jackie Robinson Day event program done on stream, but it appears that's not going to be the case. I had so many opportunities, and yet I didn't take advantage. So at least we got Garrett Anderson, so not a complete waste of a stream. On Monday, I'll figure out what it is that I'll be doing. So I hope to see you all on Monday at 3 p.m. Eastern. And until then, guys, have a good night and have a great weekend. See ya.